You gonna say no to this face? Okay, so I found it. Oh my god, that's a lot of furries on one flight. This is a wholesome pic, you know, and that's what it was intended to be. So many furries in one flight. Tag them if you know them. But like, you also had that one guy who made a real hot take, which is so absolutely true. I object to that many furries being on the same airplane, because if there were an accident, it could basically cripple the American IT industry in an instant. Is this true? Absolutely. I'm gonna be honest, the amount of furries that I know that are in IT is so absurd. Not that it's bad to be in IT. IT is great, but it's just one of those things where it's like, there are a lot of furries that are in IT or STEM or something related to like a very, very smart, talented field. Engineering, science, technology. Furries, like, I know it's like cliche to say that like furries like are seen as like, you know, basement dwellers, live there with their parents, don't have much money, but like a good chunk of them like have some really fucking impressive jobs and really like impressive mind skills, like working skills. I know this is me like sort of praising furries in a sense, but like it's kind of neat to look at. I mean, I guess that makes sense, you know, because like most furries were like seen as like outcasts, or like, you know, they sat at like the nerdy table at lunch. Like, we traded social skills for technical skills. That's exactly what it is. That's pretty much what the furry fandom kind of like is when you look at the type of people that are in it. I mean, yeah, like you're gonna have a wide range of furries, whether they're artists or freelance creators or those that are literally just like the smartest fucking people ever. Like one of my friends who's like the most diehard furry person that I know, like the smartest fucking person ever, does cybersecurity. But seriously, furries are so fucking smart. This whole meme with like all these furries on this flight, as cool as it was, because I saw this after BLFC in 2021, I was like, oh, well, this is cool. All these furries that I know that are on a flight. That's pretty fucking cool. I'll never get over that, how like you can have people in such like a serious field in their career, but on the side do like the most kinky and fun shit ever. And they're just living their best life. And it's so great, because just like even going back to the whole thing with, what's her face? With Chise? I don't know how to pronounce the name. But the vaccine researcher, Sailor Roo Scout, who talks all the time about the vaccine on Twitter and how news outlets are just fear-mongering. It's so fucking funny because she just dunks on him all the time. The Twitter account is literally just, actually. And it's not to say that I like looking at it because they're dunking on others, but it's just, it's so much fear-mongering, so much stupidity for no reason. Like CNN, I look at that, I don't take it seriously ever again. But still, Chise, doing God's work. Because not only are they like a researcher, and that's like the weird thing, like whenever I go to their account, they're not talking about like furry stuff or like furry art or like whatever they're doing. Like they go to work, they do something in pharmaceuticals, like pharmaceutical research. That's a lot of fucking clearances and degrees you gotta get. But it's just like, you gotta go through so much shit to do all this. And it's like, you love it so much that you help inform people online about, you know, the actual scientific facts and logic about the vaccine and about the new strands of COVID, like with Omicron coming out. Not coming out, but like the Omicron strand variant of COVID, everyone's worried about it. Of like, oh God, how is the vaccine compared to it? It's like, all these news outlets are fear-mongering. If you want the truth, just go to this person's Twitter account. They'll give you the insight. Over 100,000 people follow him. I don't think they really care if that many people follow him, but it's just like, oh my God, they got to be doing something right. Just saying. And that's the thing. Even with the Twitter account that's like so openly furry, is just like, they're not like talking about porn or furry art that they're getting. I mean, yeah, they have furry art in their profile picture or whatever, but it's just like, they're still working outside of work. That is so fucking respectable. Wasn't there like some post as well where like Sailor Roo Scout was like attempted to be dunked on by some normie on Twitter? What happened with that? What happened with that? Did anyone ever find anything like that? I'm trying to find that like one link of like someone being like, what the fuck is going on? And then they just screenshot like Sailor Roo Scout talking about the vaccine and then their profile picture, which is a furry icon. And they were trying to like sell this narrative of like, are furries seriously like trying to tell us how to like get the vaccine or tell us how to like avoid COVID? It's like, dude, I'm gonna be honest. Our FURSONA is better credentials on a fucking profile than anything else. If you got a full-on furry profile picture on your Twitter, you're being as genuine and fucking open as possible if you're talking about this shit. But where was the post? Oh yeah, the guy trying to dunk on them It ended in him going, "I apologize to the furry doctor." I want to see it. Where is it? Okay, so this guy, John Galvano, posted something along the lines of like, "What the heck is going on?" And then it's just him screenshotting Sailor Roo Scout talking about the vaccine and COVID and the new Omicron variant. Not something that news outlets are talking about. That is Sailor Roo Scout's sort of thing that they're doing online. They're talking about what news media outlets won't talk about because they just want people to watch their shit for more money. And what the guy posted about was screenshot of the tweet and the screenshot of the profile picture to sort of prove the point of just like, oh, well, furries, you know, why are furries telling me what to do? There's no validity here. And I saw some reply, and I agree with it, of just like, I'm just saying, if you got someone who's a fucking doctor who's working on the vaccine, researching it, and has a fucking furry profile picture, I feel like that is the most fucking valid account, the most genuine account you could ever get with regards to COVID anything. You're as real as you can get if you're doing what Sailor Roo Scout is doing. I don't know what the fuck you're questioning about validity, but someone quote retweeted saying, this person literally helped develop the Moderna vaccine. Oh, it wasn't Pfizer, it was Moderna. Okay. And has spent basically the entire pandemic tirelessly debunking shitty, misleading headlines. So you'd better put some damn respect on their name. Pretty much, that's the most abridged version of what I was just talking about. Please go and show Sailor Roo Scout some love. But this does have a happy ending, I think. I apologize to the furry scientist. Please stop owning me. I mean, at least he said that. And it's also funny as well, because whoever this is, I don't know who Zany Fen is, but they're just like... Furries are literally the single most powerful group of people in the world. I'm gonna be honest, it's so true. And if we're literally going back to like all the furries on a plane in the IT department taking a dive, that is so true. There's so many furries in IT, and I know like you're gonna see all the time of like these furries that are into some like really kinky shit or really enjoying the fandom or getting like 5-10 fursuits of their character or like designing new stuff for furries. It's just like, furries are really fucking talented and smarter than you think. And people very much underestimate furries, thinking that they're really dumb, they're basement dwelling, they live with their folks. Why is like living with parents also like seen as insulting? I mean, yeah, everyone grows at different stages of life too, and not everyone knows everyone's situation in life. Everyone's got some fucky situation, okay? Either way, keep in mind, furries are a lot smarter than you think, and they're a lot more talented. And they run the fucking market and economy for like, God, a lot of art online. Have you seen E621? Have you looked up anything on E621? Yeah, there you go. Furries run the internet, actually. Yeah. It's not even furries ruin the internet, they run the internet. And there's a lot more of them than you think. They don't have to be as obvious as having like a furry profile picture, or like being a pharmacist or drug researcher who has a furry profile picture. They don't have to be that obvious. Any other fun memes that we can look at relating to furries in the STEM program? Oh yeah, a lot of furries are in like computer science. I mean, I'm just basing it off of a Reddit post someone just made. I guess that makes sense for IT. I don't think it's necessarily just IT. I think it's just furries are smart. Yeah. I don't know what my point is with me talking about furries being smart or being in STEM. I think at this point, I'm just trying to flaunt furries to the rest of the internet. Like, look at you. All of you are fucking idiots. You're never going to be like this. I don't know why I'm saying that. But still, furries smart. Don't underestimate them. I wouldn't be surprised if one day they just ruled the world. It'll just happen. We're smart. Ooh, horny. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's another way to think about it. Furries are just really smart people with a higher sex drive. I think we just summarized it. That's it. We did it. We're done. Send in the thesis. I'll get my grant from whatever research I'm doing. Furries are just smarter and more talented, but with a higher sex drive. That's pretty much it. We figured it out. Everything involving what we just talked about. I mean, to be fair, I am just basically saying the furry fandom is about sex, which like it's a big part of the fandom. It's not all it, but like you get the idea.